guys. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna keep putting out more videos. I got more boxes coming in. This one here is another 23 historical premium edition. It's got 10 packs per box, 4 cards per pack, and 3 relics total. Again, I appreciate you guys really watching my videos. This stuff is just so fascinating. You just have no idea what you're going to pull out. And that brings me to my next thing. I never did a video on this unboxing, but this card here is probably the biggest card I have pulled out so far. And here it is. This is from another box, but I thought I'd share this with you guys. This one here is it, as you see on the back. It's 1 of 1, and if you see the name, some of you folks might recognize just the last names. James Naismith, the inventor of basketball; Abner Doubleday, the inventor of baseball; and Walter Camp, the inventor of football. Both of these guys, all three of these guys, invented the sports that we play today. This is so insane. I feel like this thing really belongs in like the Smithsonian Museum. And it's 1 of 1. It's the only one. And it's really remarkable because, you know, in college basketball, they got the Naismith Award, which I think is for the best player. It's kind of like the Heisman Trophy of basketball. And then the Walter Camp Award. But I'm not sure what they have for Doubleday. I don't know. If you guys know or anything, just, you know, put that in the comments below. And I'm curious. But yeah, I thought I'd share this with you guys. This is so cool. Like, this is insane. To actually get it. When I saw this, I saw the first. I didn't see the back. I saw the front. And I recognized Naismith and Camp, and I was thinking, is that who I think it is? Is this Walter Camp? When I looked over on the back, and I was like, holy cow! And it's 1 of 1, so it's the only one. So I thought I'd share that with you guys because I didn't do the unboxing on that one. That's perhaps the best card I have gotten so far. So, with that said, we'll go ahead and start opening up this other box. Hopefully we get some cool stuff in here. You know, with these boxes, it is a mystery. You really have no idea. Because you don't get just political people. You get really big, prominent figures that play a role in, like, our economy or things that we have today. And it's really a mystery. It really is. So, here we go. Pull this back. There's 5 packs. And there's 5 packs. Okay. So, here we go. Here's the first pack. Let's see. Hopefully get some good out of here. Ugh. Franklin Roosevelt, the Declaration of Independence, Chester A. Arthur, and then Francis Scott Key. I know I mentioned, at least in one of my other videos, I'd like to get something by Francis Scott Key. I'd also like to get something from like Nikola Tesla and like Thomas Edison. I'm not sure who else. Some of these other big. Henry Ford. I'd love to get something by him. Alright, here we go. Here's another one. Here is Richard Nixon. This one here is D-Day, June 6, 1944. Here is Grover Cleveland. And then Thomas Stonewall Jackson. I would love to get something by him for the fact that he is born in the same city I'm born in. And his house is actually still standing, and it's owned by one of our local politicians, and they've been restoring it and everything. But I mean, his statue of him on his horse is in front of our courthouse. So yeah, I would absolutely love to get something by him. Even speaking of Civil War generals, even Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee spent a lot of time here in West Virginia, Well, it was all Virginia at the time. And he's left his mark. I'm actually friends with one of his descendants, Thomas Paine. Here is the 19th Amendment. William McKinley. And then Douglas MacArthur. He's well known too. I'd like to get something by him. Alright, here is another one. Man, these packages are actually kind of tough to open up. Here is John Hancock. I did get something, a relic by him on one of my previous videos. It was really neat. And then the Wall Street crash of 1929. I did get something, a relic, in one of my other videos. I still don't know really what it is. I don't know if it's like a letter about it or if it's like a newspaper clipping. I'm not really sure. William McKinley. And then Harriet Tubman. Okay, let's see. Man, these things are kind of tough. William H. Taft. Another D-Day, June 6, 1944. Chester A. Arthur. William T. Sherman. I've heard a lot about him. This one feels kind of thick, so I bet you one of these relics is in here. Martin Luther King. Andrew Johnson. Oh, this is neat. I'm not sure about that one. That's okay. And Abigail Adams. Now, this one here is the Roaring Twenties. It's something about the Roaring Twenties. I am not sure about. Oh, it's got like a newspaper on the back, so I guess it's something about the Roaring Twenties. That's neat. Yeah, I don't have one of these. Yeah, I've got different boxes coming in, not just the historical and then the presidential edition one. So I got some of these other boxes that are different from these coming in, and I don't know what's going to come out of those. So be sure to keep an eye out for those, because they could be entirely completely different from what these are. So I don't know. So okay, here is a Martin Luther King. Let's see, put these over there. Here is another Chester A. Arthur. This one here, okay, I've heard of him. Hold on. And then George S. Patton. I'd love to get something by him. That'd be awesome. So here is a Frederick Douglass. There you go. Some writing by him. And then here on the back. So I don't know what that really is right there. Let me look at. It's some sort of, I guess, a newspaper clipping or something. But I mean, I don't know. But that's definitely ink on paper. Frederick Douglass. I've heard of that. I'll have to look him up and then I'll put it in the subtitles down below. I can't remember. I can't remember what he did, but I remember hearing of him. Yeah, I'll have to put it in the subtitles down below about what it is, about what he did. All right, here we go. Here is another one. Oh, here is a John Adams. A Robert E. Lee. Oh, I got a Patrick Henry. And then a Revolutionary War historic event. Now this one here is it's 2 out of 10 on this one, so it makes it pretty rare. And it's Patrick Henry. I'm not sure about what he did. I'll look him up too here after a bit. And it says historical figure, so he's not in politics, so he's done something quite significant, and he might be something that we still use or have today. But there's only 10 of these made, so it's only 2 out of 10. Set that off to the side. We'll go with this one. Okay. Here we go, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And then FDR's New Deal, historic event. James Madison, obviously president. And then John Marshall. Yeah, I've heard of him. Alright. Those off to the side. Alright, here's another one. Here is gotta be the last relic. Warren G. Harding. Revolutionary War. Oh, this is 4 of them. Holy cow. Whoa. That is awesome. Hold on. This is Richard Nixon. Holy crap. Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin, and John D. Rockefeller. All 4 of them on here. Holy cow. And it's rare because it's 18 out of 45. And right here on the back. And hopefully you can see the names there. Holy cow. And it's American flag. That is insane. Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, Ben Franklin, and John D. Rockefeller. Holy cow. Wow, that's some serious figures in this one. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, I think I just actually hit the camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's Jesus. Ben Franklin, Thomas Edison. You know, it's funny because I mentioned that right at the beginning of the movie. I was like, I like to get something by like Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, and holy cow, did I actually pull one out. Now, it's not no writing. I mean, obviously you can tell that his part right there, my thumb is, it's blank. But it's part of something that he had that was his. There's some here on the back that are green, blue, and orange, and they're like stocks or bonds. That's more than likely John Rockefeller. Rockefeller was a major oil tycoon back in his day. It's actually said that the net worth that John had during his heydays in the 1800s, if it was in today's time, he'd be worth well over $400 billion today, because he's like the first one that started like the an oil company or something to do with oil, but he was a major oil tycoon, and he invested in all kinds of stocks and bonds and stuff. I got another card by him, and it's just a single relic, and it had part of one of his stocks, or yeah, it had to be stocks. But I don't have anything from Albert Einstein. That is crazy. And then Thomas Edison. So I'm not sure. The one here, this one, because right here my thumb is, those look like stocks. That's more than likely John Rockefeller. Now this one here to the left is really old looking paper. I would have to say that's probably from Ben Franklin. And these other 2 here, where my thumb is at, that one, and then that one, it's one of these 2. It's Edison and Albert Einstein. I mean, that would be my guess. I kind of wish they'd label it though. Tell you know, like Ben Franklin, this was his, or Edison, like this was his, and then Rockefeller, like this was his, instead of kind of leaving you guessing which is which. That's crazy. Dang, that's 18 out of 45. So only 45 of these are made. That's crazy, and that's real writing from Ben Franklin too. That's that's remarkable to really look at something like this and say, hey, Ben Franklin, one of the founders of America, this was his writing. He wrote this, and for it to survive 250 years, somewhere in that ballpark. It's remarkable, because this ain't ball pen ballpoint pen. This is the old quill feathers and then the ink wells. So they did it that way. But that's just, that's really remarkable. I mean, this guy really left his staple on America. And then now he's on our currency. He has been for decades. I can't remember. Franklin? I can't remember what bill he's on. Like a 50 or 100 or a Grant. Grant's on a 50, something like that. And then Thomas Edison, the inventor, he did all kinds of stuff. And then Albert Einstein was just, man, was just intelligent. Man, that's a lot of firepower right here on this card. I mean, you had a lot of. I mean, John was just smart with money and managing a business, and he built an empire that still stands today. I mean, even the Rockefeller Plaza in New York City is named after him. Because if I remember correctly, I think John was born in New York, if I remember correctly. That's remarkable. The very last pack, and this is the one I get. Yeah, it's remarkable, guys. Like, this is really neat, some of the stuff you pull out of here, because you just don't know. You're holding something that these famous people had wrote on or typed up or something. It's kind of like it takes you back in history briefly. Like, man, wow, these guys. This belonged to these guys. Well, again, guys, thank you.